Hello, Greenwich Country Day School students and parents. In this mindfulness video, we're going to work on sitting with our thoughts and watching them and letting them go. For the students in the high school, you might remember back in November that we did some imagery work around this, and we had you watch or sit by a little creek or a river and watch leaves fall, and each leaf was a thought, and the thought would come in and land on the creek or the river, and it would float away. And so we did a practice with this leaf imagery. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, but it's still sitting with thoughts. So as we do this practice, I'm going to invite you now to sit in a comfortable position. Feet on the floor, strong spine, head above your spine. And we'll start with the ringing of our bell. Beginning to pay attention to our breathing. In through the nose and out through the nose. Letting your attention fall now on your belly as it expands and contracts. And as always, closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. If not, you can have a downward gaze. With your attention on your belly, on the in-breath or the out-breath, let your attention now come back up to your mind's eye. And as you bring it there, pay attention to any thoughts that might be in your head. It might be about doing this practice. It might be about your breathing. It might be about what work you still have to do. For parents, it might be about your family, your children, your own health. Just be in your mind's eye and watch your thoughts. And what's important here is without paying attention to any one single thought, you're going to let these thoughts come and go without getting stuck on any of them. Like clouds or waves that are coming and going. Like our leaf imagery, where the thought falls like a leaf into the lake or into the river and slowly goes down the stream, slowly fading away. I really want you to be present with these images or these thoughts without trying to change them. In our last practice, we walked with our emotions without trying to change it. And I want you to do the same here with your thoughts as they come in and they go out. Noticing how many come in and how quickly they come in. If for any reason these thoughts bring about emotions, notice those too. And be present with those emotions. If those cause sensations, notice those sensations and where you're carrying them. But noticing how those thoughts come in and they go out. Like a cloud on a summer day that's slowly moving across the sky. Just be present with that emotion. Be present with that thought without judging it. And in this space that we're in right now, this very gentle space, I'd like you now to bring your attention to your breathing. You may have noticed that you had stopped paying attention to it. Now I'd like you to become aware of your breathing. Are you noticing the air coming into your nose and out your nose? Are you noticing the rise and the fall of your belly? Perhaps there's a coolness to the breath as it comes in, or a heaviness of the breath as it comes out. Just rest your attention or your awareness on the breath. You may notice in this practice that your mind may wander or may drift. It may drift back to some thoughts that you had, or maybe into some brand new thoughts. And that's okay. Gently remind yourself to bring your attention and your awareness back to your breath. And again, just rest your attention on your breath. As your mind wanders, I want you to notice whether or not you're picking up on a sensation or an image or a feeling or a thought. Just notice without judging. And as soon as you notice that, come back to your breathing. Just resting your attention on your breath. The expanding and the contracting of your belly. The air filling your lungs. And noticing again whether or not your mind has drifted or wandered. And if it has, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This is a very gentle training to always remember to come back to your breath, or whatever anchor you are most comfortable with. And as you come back to your breath or your anchor, trying to do so without judgment, reminding yourself that this is what your brain is trained to do. But being aware that your ability to bring it back and to rest your attention on the breath is the practice we are working on today. And using this last 30 seconds, I am going to invite you to take a couple of deeper breaths. So that you can really feel the air fill your lungs and have your belly expand. And I'm going to ask you to exaggerate or lengthen or extend the out breath for as long as you can make it. Inhale and exhaling through the nose, extending that exhale. Really bringing your attention to the breath. Slowly coming back. Opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers, maybe your toes. I really hope you like that one. Again, all of our practices remind us that our mind is going to drift, and that's okay. The importance of being gentle with ourselves and coming back to the present moment, back to that anchor, allows those thoughts to fade. I wonder how many of you noticed that in the beginning when we sat with the thoughts, it was even hard to come up with thoughts until we asked you to pay attention to your breathing. And then the thoughts decided they try to come in. This work just requires practice. So I hope that you'll try to be practicing every day, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And if you want these videos, you can ask your teachers. I'm sure they'll share them with you. Bye for now.